The human consciousness continues to think that there is something more that needs to be learned, something more that needs to be added to itself, something more that needs to know things so it can talk about it and be able to have a conversation surrounding it. But the truth of love, just like Jesus said, there will come a time when, and I'm paraphrasing, but there will come a time when you will need to know what to say and the words will just come to you. That is truly learning to express from who we actually are and not just speaking from rote memory and revelations and all these things, but when the word becomes flesh and you truly become the things that you are saying and verbalizing, when you realize that you are that, it is no longer conversation. It is not just things that you are mentioning and talking about. It is you. It is me. It is us. It is who we actually are, beyond the things that we think we need to know or understand. Because there's things that we think we know and understand or can comprehend in some way, shape, or form, but it's from a book knowledge, it's from rote memory, it's from things that we've learned in accordance to a touchable, tangible, physical world realm. But the unseen comes from the inside out. As above, so below, as within, so without. You bring it out of yourself. You bring God out. And it's the intangible knowing of the soul, the intangible knowing of the heart that can only be expressed from within. This is what people say they're channeling someone. When people say they're channeling someone or tapping into something, but it is tapping into the core of your being, of who you truly are and have always been, beyond this piled on garbage, beyond this piled on world and realm and ways of a collective consciousness. Humanity is a collective consciousness. Spirituality, religion is a collective consciousness, all those things. But when you really see that you are just spirit, it's not about being spiritual. Spirit is who we are, and that is what we express from the inside out, not from this body, but from the deepest depth, core being, beyond physicality, beyond tangibility. The energy that comes up, the love that comes up. I don't have a script that I'm speaking from. I never have a script that I'm speaking from or have to write notes down, and there's nothing wrong with those things. But when you speak from the core of who you are, when you tap in, and not just tap in temporarily, but tap in to stay at home, tap in to stay there inside and live from there. That's the love of God. Hearing what the Father speaks from the soul, hearing what the Father speaks from beyond anything that you could ever comprehend. And those ponderings that come forth and come forth and come forth and to express into physicality, that form words so that people can understand externally from the inside out. The Word of God is living and active, sharper than any two-edged sword. And you bring that from the inside out. Some people that don't believe in certain things believe that the Bible was just written from man it was truly inspired, and it has more than just a physical reference. It has more than just stories. It's so much more depth than people understand, and you have to understand it from the inside out. You can't understand it from just a reading it like it's a book and rote memory and understanding from what you learned in church when you were a kid or adult, even whatever. It's an internal life that you're bringing to the outside, and that is the creation. From the consciousness of within, you're bringing that out here. And depending on your perception, you can bring hell out. As I said before, in the last couple videos ago, whatever it was. But you can bring hell out here if that's what your heart is looking towards and hearing from. You can bring heaven out here if that's what you've opened your heart up to not block and guard and think that you have to protect yourself from anything when you know there's nothing there to harm you, to hurt you. When all things come from one source, everything. When we all come from the same source, it is all just one. There's no separation. The word comes from within to without. It has to come from your core being and not just from wanting to have conversation, but the true embodiment of the word. And it's not just about words in a book. It's about the word that you feel written on the depths of your heart, because it's just who you are. It's what you've learned to take off all of those figments of your imagination, those fig leaves of clothing that you put on thinking it was you. You've taken all that off. And even when it pops up, you see it. You have the sensitivity within your heart to see it because you've taken off everything else. And so you no longer live according to this world, which you thought was your home until you realized it wasn't. You've taken everything off so that you can put on and embody in this body so that you can see that it was already here, that it's always been for all eternity, and that being is just you beyond what you created as humanity's reflection. So it's time to step outside of the play. There is no script needed. When you truly live from your heart and you feel the word being expressed from the core of who you are, from source itself, Be you in the truest sense, not who you think you are, but let your expression come from your soul, from the core of being, from the source of who you are.